Thank you for listening to the Pull It Back podcast. Now here are your hosts, Mike and Andy.
Hello and welcome to the Pull It Back podcast. I am Mike, and of course I am joined with Andy.
What is up?
And of course we have Rusty here with us and Cody here with us as well.
Hey, everybody.
So we got us a 4-pack here today.
My God.
A foursome, if you will.
I was going to say that's better.
Will.
So just to jump this off, I wanted to talk about, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this new Elon Musk thing he launched the other day.
I don't know. Whoa.
Oh, the
Neuralink
Neuralink bullshit? Yeah.
Oh, is it what? Neuralink? Like
Yeah,
it's actually
Neuralink.
a medical thing?
Yes. Okay. No, it's way beyond medical things.
Oh.
So they take it to where he takes these little electrodes, and they basically what they're doing is that they're melding the human brain with machine.
Right.
So it's supposed to augment us with like a computer, so it would take the device out of the equation. So it would be completely connected to our brain. So they use thousands of extremely tiny electrodes and are implanted into your brain, our brain's neurons, and is connected to a small upgradable device behind the ear.
Oh, man, I'm going to get a virus.
Yeah.
With
Just looking at all the porn.
I'm going to have to take it to Geek Squad and be like, bro, I fucked up already. They're like, dude, you've had it for 24 hours. I'm like, I fucking looked up a lot of cool shit.
Like, how did you download a terabyte of porn already?
You think it happens.
I dumped childhood memories
So-
out and all sorts of shit just to make
So
room.
it's like supposed to be like this seamless transition between
Yeah, it's like
knowing
think-
and not knowing. Right?
It's like picture you have an iPad in front of you, and you have this this whole Neuralink connected to it. Instead of
Yeah.
touching the screen, all you have to do is think about it.
I
Like
want it.
Right.
I want to think. I'm thinking of opening up, a certain app, and it opens up.
Oh, my God. That's
Yeah,
the
and
that
then
could
it
be
just
the worst
goes
thing.
it goes far on. So basically, he says it can read and write data. A few dozen electrodes would allow you to control devices with your brain via the internet, similar to how your phone can control a smart home, so long as it's on the same Wi-Fi network. So
This
theoretically,
is-
See,
what?
This is
No,
bad,
go ahead.
though. No, this
Oh,
is bad.
No, I mean he
Because
says-
I'm thinking if you're doing work, like actual work stuff, think of how many times like random porn or like naked things or whatever dirty, and then your web search just parts popping up. Like you're like your boss is behind you and you're like, yeah, I'm just typing up this paper, and then all of a sudden it's like big boobs, and you're just like,
it's just pop up after
You're
pop
like,
up. You're like, I can't stop thinking about
and
it.
then and then you have like those
What
ones
happened
you're
to my
like,
pop-up blocker?
yeah, and then you're looking at like then you have those random like
Well, I would imagine
Pop-up
you'd be able
blocker
to
in
turn
that
it.
future
I would
would take on
imagine
a
you'd be able to
new
turn
medium.
it off. Nobody would be able to like look in on your shit while you're working.
Maybe.
Hopefully not.
Like, because it's
Yeah.
all in your head. Like, imagine the possibilities. Though there would be no more stupid people. Well, there'd still be stupid people because the stupid people couldn't afford it.
Well, actually, that was what I was going to say next. It was saying, theoretically, if someone could make code to fix the brain to say like heal Parkinson's,
Yeah.
it would just be downloaded, and then this Neuralink would write this data onto the brain, and then it would heal somebody in an instant.
I mean, that's really cool in that respect, but I just feel like that's going back to that's like a Black Mirror-esque thing.
I didn't pay
where,
my
like-
AT&T bill, and now I'm gonna fucking have.
I
a
put it as Matrix.
Oh yeah. Like I
You
know
just
Kung
download
Fu.
like I want to learn Muay Thai, and I just download it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's cool, but it just seems like a cop out for people who are just shitty and don't have the drive to do anything. But I guess that kind of takes the factor out of people being shitty.
because then you'll make them better.
Because
It could
you
be a
can
hell of
just
a
be
lot
like-
more efficient.
Yeah, but then it's just like a society of robots.
then
So?
things aren't fun.
I don't like that. That's like
Sounds
the
boring.
dystopian. That's like a dystopian future, man. Where
Oh, dude, we'll be well dead
Everybody's-
by the time this
everybody's-
thing is implemented.
well, I hope so, but like, I don't know, man. It just seems kind of
Yeah, they're-
fucky to do that.
Well, the thing is that I mean, if you look back, because you know me, I'm very anti-social networking, and I think they're always watching us and shit. But thinking about it, like say if you went back, let's say 30, 40 years, and told the person that was our age 30, 40 years ago, saying, "Hey, in the future, we're going to have, the internet. We're going to have all these laptops. We're going to have touchscreen phones. Everything's going to be connected via the internet, blah, blah. They would say, that sounds like a dystopian future. I don't want that. That sounds scary as shit. But here we are.
It'd be like, what's FaceTime?
Exactly. Right. Oh, yeah, that's just video chat. Like, it's like no big deal. Like, we grew up with it. We know everything about it. So it's like we know how to use it. But, I mean, it's scary for us right now because we grew up with, dial-up internet.
Yeah, but, I mean...
Well, yeah, I can see that, but this is going into this is outside technology you're talking about.
Going into
from the
biology.
past.
Yeah, this
too.
is
Yeah, this is
biological,
like bioengineering type shit. This is
Neuroscience shit.
organic computing. This is where it gets into like the quantum computing shit. Because
squirrely.
the only thing that can like run quantum computers is a organic computer, which is kind of the human brain. So diving into this, man, it's cool. It's really cool. As somebody who's like loves technology and advancements in science, it's also something that seems like it could be really dangerous.
I
mean,
think
well,
everything
hell
is.
yeah.
It's like cars. Cars are all dangerous.
People, companies and people are going to abuse it just like they do right now. They abuse the access of smartphones by tracking everybody's information so they can sell you shit.
Everybody knows everything about
They're going to
them.
do the same thing. Like, you're going to have this shit implanted. They're going to start, like, sending, through Wi-Fi, they're going to start sending you, like, ads in your dreams and shit.
No,
Yeah, but
like-
I mean, who's to say that they're not going to make a virus for it and hack your mind and enslave you and make you do bad shit?
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean,
or in
This
a
is
more
like Ghost
realistic
in
way,
the.
just, like,
This is like a
overheating
Ghost
you.
in the Shell shit.
well, I mean, it's also, you got to think into, like, we haven't even like, cracked self-driving cars yet.
No.
Yeah, that's yeah. I get
You know
what
what I
you're
mean?
saying.
It's going to be
They've
a
been
long
putting
time.
close,
chips
though.
in pets for years.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, but
true.
that's like
Tracking, that's
GPS
ridiculous.
stuff.
Yeah, but
It's
still-
more on there than that, but
I
yeah.
still wouldn't do
I mean,
that
yeah,
shit.
it gives
It's not much. It's interface, but you also have to think about they have hearing aids where they have implants that go into your brain.
The colloquial implant. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's only part of your brain. That's a very specific technology.
Well, I know,
this
but
is
that's-
over a
this is-
much
but if it
broader
started with
span.
something like that,
True.
I'm sure that's where it's give people
Yeah.
like him the idea to do such as this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
go back and look at the current technology for like fixing Parkinson's. They put these two huge electrodes into the top of your head through into your brain, and then it gives you stimulation. That way, it's supposed to help you move and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, this would be, instead of two big ones, it's like thousands of little tiny microscopic
So it can be able to be easily, like...
electrodes. Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
but
can.
it-
I
you
don't
can
know. Well,
hit
think
certain
about
Kind of like
that.
nanobots.
Well,
Kinda, yeah.
It's all. I'm kind
just
of
wires.
50% scared, 50% like way for it. Because imagine if because it's going to be extraordinarily expensive. So
Yeah.
like the top 10% of the country or whatever is only going to be available to them realistically. So if I ever, by some twist of fate, have enough money to get it, man, like the possibilities are outstanding. Like you said, like, think I want to learn Muay Thai today. And just sit there and like,
I want to learn
and
how
then
to play guitar.
Yeah.
now you know Muay Thai, and then you could just go out and train and get yoked as fuck. But also,
Or you could also train.
I think I want
because your brain is controlling your muscle contractions.
That's
so
where
you
I
could
was-
just
that's
train
where
your
I was
brain. You
getting
can
to.
you can literally work out on the internet, not have to get up.
And not only that, like, I think I want to get my master's degree in engineering today.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, a 12-hour period, you have a master's in engineering.
Yeah.
And you could be like, look, I have a master's in engineering. I know what the fuck I'm doing now. So the possibilities are really, really cool. But it's still, like you said, it's new.
It's new. It's
people
scary.
people are neophobic, man. They fear the new and the interesting. So I guess I just need to keep an open mind and see where it takes us. Hopefully, it doesn't like Skynet us and just fucking take over everybody.
Again, it's going to be a long time. But if you look at the big picture of this, first of all, it's gonna heal a lot of diseases, which is excellent. Second of all, it's going to really even the playing field with, human to human interactions.
Sure.
Like
Learn
you have
languages.
these, like say you have this big company
Oh yeah.
CEO.
Good point, Cody.
Yeah, languages. You have this big company CEO, and he has, a doctorate's degree like 3 times over and like a bunch of different shit. He has this like excellent just memory and blah. Now you have this, and you can have the same shit as him.
Yeah.
So it would essentially make everybody truly equal.
See, this is what I think the cynical part of me goes that this is a thing. Everybody will have access to it, but it'll be like on a subscription basis, right? So like,
Yeah.
when you get these neurons put on there, right? You're on a subscription plan, right? If you lapse your payment, all that information just gets reversed back out of you.
Oh, that's like
And
the
now
movie
you're in
Repo
debt.
Man.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is because
That's-
it
Same
reminds
like it.
Whitaker and who else was
Jude
that?
Law.
Jude Law.
yeah. See,
Yeah,
that
we're
reminded
coming
me.
to take your neural net, and they got to cut the top of your dome piece off
See-
and just leave you bleeding out.
See, because
Yeah,
there was actually a comic book where Iron Man became like kind of an evil dude, and like he made an app where basically it made you in great shape, very smart, intelligent, but you had to pay like $100 a day to be on it or whatever, and like so people were like addicted to it because it makes you like this badass, like you're like this great model looking person, and then you don't pay your app, go right back, and like people get like. That's why I feel like it's gonna be like is like, hey, we can totally make all the cool shit that you want, but guess what? It's not gonna be like Audible where they're like, you get to keep whatever you learned. Yeah. they're like, nah, we're taking all that shit
Nah,
back.
you just keep it. It's fine.
Yeah, so like, they'll give you some crappy one that they let you keep, like, oh, we'll let you learn how to really make really good omelets or something. Yeah, that one.
The 99-cent ones.
We'll let you keep all your Pinterest posts.
Yeah, the
It's
free
like-
ones.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
ones
the
that are
free
free, the
app,
ones
but
that
you
are
have to pay
99
for all
cents.
your add-ons.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Pay for ads and stuff in your brain.
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I
Yeah.
think it'll be kind of cool, but only if it goes in the right direction.
Yeah, which I doubt sometimes.
Yeah,
Well, maybe, guys.
With the Elon Musk being
What
on
if
part of it,
what if it
makes
can
a little bit
rewrite?
confident.
What if this thing can like code your brain, where it's like, I want a bigger penis, and it's like, boom, hog leg.
Or I don't know if it would do all that, but
It
I
maybe
think
makes you perceive
Change
that you
your
do.
perception. Yeah.
Yeah,
it could do that.
I think isn't it the biggest thing you've ever seen?
and there she's like, no.
You're just like, you're lying.
How about now?
But I mean,
It's just like-
it would help. It would help people with getting
Like
it up.
Asperger's.
Or also people who have missing limbs or something. Maybe maybe feeling that I don't know. Like
Like
It's not gonna-
regrow like a
it's
lizard.
not going to
gonna make
regrow.
you
No,
regrow
no, but
shit.
like let's say they have like
That
a
would be cool
robotic
as shit.
arm or
Would be,
whatever,
right.
right? They have a robotic arm, right? But visually in their mind, when they see their hand, they don't see this mechanical thing. They see skin cover. Like it's tricking their
like
mind.
augmented reality.
Yeah,
kind of
basically
thing.
like something placed over it that makes
Yeah,
them.
and
So,
that's-
so it kind of gives them a little bit more of a like they don't feel like
Yeah, you being connected to the internet. I mean, that's the overall goal is to be in augmented reality. So you don't have
Sure.
to carry on devices. Like, say you have an email, it'll just pop up in your vision.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the street, and you're just like, oh, cool.
It's like that. That's like that movie Rusty and I were watching. It's what is it called?
Anon with Clive.
Clive Owen and Big Eyes. Amanda Seyfried.
Oh,
Have you guys seen that movie? It's a really good movie,
Yeah,
dude.
Anon. A-N-O-N.
Yeah, it's like everybody has the augmented reality. Like the cops can. They
have a
look
chip
at a
in their
person.
brain, and
Yeah, they
can,
have a
like,
chip.
record things in
And-
their life, and they can play back for others to prove that we're somewhere.
Well,
Kind of, but except it's in their mind.
Similar. Yeah.
They're not
It's an
precogs.
implant.
It's a chip that's in there.
Oh,
Yeah, then they can look at a person and pull up all of their personal data, like where they work, their bank accounts, everything.
damn! That's like
It's
the
pretty
China
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
social credit thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, that's gonna be.
I mean, that's technology for
We're
you.
not gonna be able to get away with anything.
These nerds taking over the world here.
But if somebody like that could like fix somebody that's had like PTSD,
Right.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
whatever
could do that.
reason in the service or
Rewrite.
any other kind of traumatic event, that could
Yeah.
like
Replay it
take
and
away
kind of-
their anxiety of some sort.
Yeah, they could rewrite the
Not
memory,
have to have
essentially.
a medicine for it.
Yeah, that's a good point, Rusty. I think the medical benefits far outweigh the social benefits.
privacies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. I think this should be relegated
Pharmaceutical
to
companies make billions, and
Well,
even
and
something
that's
like
the
that.
thing.
If it could keep somebody from, committing suicide or any other kind of ailment,
Right.
that
I
is,
just-
mental.
Just
Now,
the only
is-
thing that sucks is that, like, say if you're like running from the cops and just press a button and you just shut off.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well,
that's
Well,
another
even
thing.
like,
maybe you shouldn't be running from the
that
cops.
show, 600-pound
But-
life. People that are obese,
Yeah.
rewire their thinking that you don't have to stuff their face 24/7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give it hit
All
that
kinds
brain.
of different
hit
things
that
that are just
brain where it
mental.
goes like we're full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop.
I mean, honestly, it should be relegated to the medical field for now until they can actually see the benefits
or side effects
and the side effects of this thing. But I think, Mike, I agree with you, man. I think it's a great idea. It's just it needs to be in the right hands. It doesn't need to go to
for sure.
Because, like, if you or me or for God forbid Cody have it, it would be used so inappropriately.
I know.
I'll learn. So I would be a superhero like in no time. I'd be like, I want to learn all of these kung fu's. I want to
Like,
learn how to
Jesus
build.
Christ, Cody! I just saw you the other day. You're like 250 pounds. Like, yeah, I grew 3 inches.
Yeah, I would like.
Like,
I'm
what?
6'4" now, and I'm like just yoked as hell, and like I have like
going to
Captain
the
America
Combine this
abilities. I figured out like I learned how to make my own vibranium shield, so now I'm just running
Yeah.
around like smacking people in the head with a shield.
Dude. Hold on. Now, Cody brought up a fantastic point. What if this thing could give you legit superpowers and or Wolverine and Spider-Man powers? Like, the capability to make the web shooters and immediate healing factor.
Like you would be
Now,
able to be smart
I'm on a
enough
whole-
to
I'm
make
on a
those
whole-
things a reality.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the
I'm
thing.
a whole nother path now with this Neuralink.
We're
I'm
doing
for it.
this whole
100%
neural,
for it now.
We're doing this whole Neuralink thing where it's like connects your brain to the internet and stuff like that. But what? So we've gotten this far in medical technology. How come we can't make web shooters?
That's exactly my
I'm
point.
sure-
I know we can. They just don't want to.
See, the U.S. government is fucking up. If they want to make money, they could just make web shooters. You know, if they sold them for $100 a piece, I would be there
$100
tomorrow
away.
with $100 bill in my hand, like, I want web shooters.
You know how many people, like, the whole town would look like a bunch of preteens who just found out what porn was, and just webs everywhere. Just in the car, in your
I
laundry.
got a pretty good web shooter.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
a little tight in the
Oh
web.
my god!
Yeah, so I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would just be everywhere. People would be like, hey, what's up? Look,
Yeah.
what's up?
It's
You
like
know?
see somebody with their window cracked. Just
Nobody rings a doorbell anymore. It's like Spider-Man.
Or they cut you off. You like, you son of a bitch. You speed up and meet him, roll your window down. Right in your
Tensile
face.
All over
strength.
their windshield.
Yeah, that tensile strength of that web just being able to pull
You
people's
just
car
give it a
doors if
good, just give it a yank and then just fucking spin them out.
Yeah, that
it's like, life is great.
that is why there
Maybe
are no
maybe
such
it's not
thing
a
as
good idea.
superheroes because we're
Maybe
all a
it's not.
bunch of selfish assholes and we would all be terrible with superpowers.
Yeah,
that's
we'd
true.
we'd use it for selfish gain for sure.
I literally don't think that you could possibly be a superhero in like this real world.
Insurance
because-
companies would soar.
Oh,
Yeah, I need to insure my car and
what superhero
also need
lives
to
near
get,
you?
web shooter insurance.
Yeah, they're like, what
shooter
superhero lives
insurance.
near you? It's like the Hulk, and you're like, yeah, you ain't getting insurance, bro. It's like, why? It's like, you live next to the Hulk? Hulk goes in your town a lot? Nah, dude. That car's going to be trashed by tomorrow. And then it's like, hits that car, and you're like, yeah, never mind, I don't need insurance. Like,
Fuck,
No,
we got to
no,
move.
the insurance company wouldn't decline you. They would just say, "How much is your car?" It's $30,000. He goes, "All right, well, your monthly premium is going to be $35,000."
Yeah. You're fucking crazy.
They'll make a killing.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
Jesus Christ, this was a hell of a rabbit hole we just went down.
Yes. Yeah, well, I got another news article then to
All right.
move it along, just to poke fun at you because a Louisville apartment complex
Oh.
they banned loud laughter.
Because they're happy. Happiness is now
And of course
We don't want no fucking happy people.
who
in our
look,
apartment
okay. Well,
complex.
this will make a little more sense. So this is from 9 News in Kentucky, I'm guessing. A Louisville apartment complex bans loud laughter. People who live at the 55 and older community in Louisville received a letter last week calling for residents to only use library-level voices.
It's because they're all about to die, so they're just...
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
wait.
like.
Okay, never mind. This is Louisville, Colorado.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
You learn
fuckhead!
something-
Why don't you do your due diligence and you learn the difference between Louisville, Kentucky,
You learn
and
something every day.
Louisville, Colorado?
You learn
You
something every day.
were completely on board thinking that this was from Louisville,
You
Kentucky,
definitely could
because
have been.
it's something that would
Well,
happen.
I mean, the further you went on, I was like, maybe some old
these old
stuffy
folks.
55-year-old white people like, I don't like joy.
They just had
world's
too much
changing.
pot out there in Colorado is all it was.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
like,
this
bro,
is-
he's harshing my mellow.
Well, this is the worst part about it. It says the Kestrel community in Louisville, Colorado, has caused a ruckus with a one-page memo asking residents who live in the 55-plus community to only use their library-level voices and limit all laughing and chatter in the common areas.
Oh, in the common areas.
Yeah. Some
Oh,
residents are
man.
outraged.
That's still a little ridiculous, though.
That is fucking ridiculous.
I mean,
Maybe they should just partake in some pot and chill the
they
fuck
weren't
out.
smoking enough.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, one, you're in Colorado, so you think they would be. And two, it's like, it's an old folks' home. They can't be laughing that loud. There's probably some, like, super
Or
old
they start
lady
choking.
at the front counter. And she's the one that's bitching and moaning about it, saying that everybody needs to, yeah, you can quiet down.
Unless someone's laughing like the Joker in the courthouse, like
Oh, God.
you're like, what the fuck?
Well, I have heard older women have some pretty loud cackles. So,
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, still.
Yeah. Well, speaking of cackles, if we can move on.
Cankles.
A pepper farmer got his last laugh against sriracha.
How so?
So apparently sriracha has been fraudulent and owes this pepper farmer $23.3 million.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Apparently sriracha basically had some fraudulent documentation and hid any kind of payment towards this farmer, and owes them a shitload of
Back
money
pay?
for their peppers.
Damn.
Huifeng Foods broke its contract and committed fraud, misrepresenting and concealing information.
So they're
Therefore,
buying
they owe them
peppers
a
from this
fuckload
guy.
of money.
yeah.
yeah.
So
So they're buying peppers, and they're BSing them, saying like,
cheaping
oh,
them out.
We rejected this many.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Well,
Like
no.
bottles and-
Well,
something.
yeah, something like that. They basically,
we're profiting more than they were
misrepresented what they were doing,
Yeah.
paying. Wow.
concealed information, and now they owe this guy a shitload of money
Oh,
and
my God.
$23.3 million.
Pay up.
So, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Sriracha's delicious. I have sriracha in my house. I put that shit on everything.
Dude, they've just been under fire.
That's Frank's Red. That's
Yeah,
Frank's
that's
Red
Frank
Hot.
Red Hot. They don't
Sorry,
even have the old
but
lady no more.
sriracha's fucking delicious.
It's a spicy
But-
ketchup.
I saw this the other day, and I was like, "Oh, fucking sriracha, huh? Pieces of shit."
Well,
Yeah, they've been
I mean,
under fire for a lot of stuff, man.
Well, I
They've
know
been doing
they
some
at one
shady
point.
business practices.
I know at one point they were under scrutiny from. I think it's in California that they
Yeah,
they
the
had their
factory.
manufacture. Yeah, and the fumes were so noxious that it was disrupting a whole entire community.
Yeah.
And they like petitioned and this, that, and the other, and Huifeng Foods was like, "Fuck you, we don't care."
Yeah. We're just like, well, like, grow a pair. We're going to keep making sriracha. What are you going to piss
Yeah.
off the rest of America?
I mean, and they're basically producing like toxic waste.
Yeah, there was a point where they had it. A certain part of that community was evacuated because the fumes got so strong. Because there was like I guess wind picked up or something. I remember seeing it a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I guess it picked up and like they evacuated a certain part of it, and
people were sneezing a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
people were having some real problems.
Yeah, no.
Like
yeah,
I mean,
no, they, yeah,
super
it was
uncomfortable.
fucking people up. Like it was like causing all kinds of lung infections, I think, and
Yeah.
shit like that. Respiratory issues, yeah.
Damn.
So yeah,
So,
So bad on you, sriracha. You
So-
need to just buy a spicy ketchup from Whataburger. It's the same thing.
well, not everybody has Whataburger. You fuck.
Well, then
oh,
find
they're
spicy
coming.
ketchup.
Well, Whataburger is coming to everywhere else now because since they bought them, that company,
What company?
some California company bought Whataburger.
No, they
So they're
didn't.
expanding. Yeah, something like that. I remember. Hold on, let me look it up.
It's treason.
I'm telling you, because it was a big deal. Everyone was making a big fuss about it.
Well, then fuck Whataburger. Anyways, I found another really fun article. Tennessee police warn: do not flush drugs down the toilet for
Oh, is this
fear
about the
of
alligators?
creating meth gators.
Yes, I've heard this.
Oh, that's cool.
Meth gators, huh?
Yes. Yep.
Nice.
Loretta
Thought
Police
there would be
Department in
so
Tennessee.
much of it. Mm-hmm.
It says after investigators said they caught someone attempting to flush methamphetamines along with several items of paraphernalia. They advised against disposing of drugs, including pills, via the sewage because when you send something down the sewer pipe, it ends up in our retention ponds for processing before it is sent downstream. Our sewer guys takes pride in releasing water that is cleaner than what is in the creek. Police said, but they are not really prepared for meth.
Especially gators and meth.
Shudder.
Can you imagine a meth gator just like scabs all over him, like eyes are closed and like got eye boogers and shit, and he's like, teeth
the
are
next
falling
movie.
out. I mean, a meth gator, he'd definitely be.
Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Oh yeah, it'd be like a villain. Like,
Next to
ooze.
Splinter.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, this
Teenage
is
Mutant Ninja Gators.
So this is the best part here. All right. So this was their reasoning why they said don't flush it down. We don't want meth gators. They said the people that do the retention tanks and whatnot. He goes, they've had enough methed up animals the past few weeks without your help. So
I was thinking it would be like old age.
Hang on. So if you need to dispose of your drugs, just give us a call and we will make sure they are disposed of in the proper way.
Wow, that's so stupid.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Well, I bet. Absolutely.
I was thinking instead of
Along
Teenage
with their
Mutant
glass
Ninja
top.
Turtles, it's like middle-aged meth head redneck gators.
Can you
Well,
imagine?
that's the
seeing
police. They were just like, yeah,
Can
just
you
give us a
imagine
call.
an
Let us know you
alligator
have meth.
crawling out of the sewer, like all methed out, just
Steaming.
like
Just losing it.
and it's just no
Be a
teeth.
new cartoon.
It's just no
They-
teeth. An
they
alligator
only-
with just gums.
They only
He's
come
crawling
out-
out of there. He's all red for some reason. He's just got scabs everywhere. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that alligator? He comes up. He's like trying to suck your dick. He's like,
They only come out for like when they
sound like
get
the
checks
guy
from the
on
government, so they can cash those out, so they can buy more meth.
Not even once.
They crawl back into their hole and they're like, "I'll come back next month." Scheming.
So I'm saying, man, it only takes one time.
You apparently,
Yeah. So keep the gators in mind. We don't want them all methed out. That's the last
Exactly.
thing we need.
So
Methed
if you
out
do have
gators.
meth and you have to get rid of it, call the police.
So
They'll get rid of it for you.
Yeah. You want a free vacation? Just show up here. We'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, we'll give
I
you.
think that's a good. I think that's a good approach. You know, we need to legalize all drugs. You know, so cops can be like, you know what? We'll take care of that meth for you. We'll dispose of it properly. We're not even going to send you to jail. We're just going to take your meth. You know, maybe
Yeah.
we'll give you a card so you can go get some fucking help
Well,
Yeah.
instead of sending you to jail, because that's not going to help.
well, if that's a legit thing that
They don't
happens,
care.
it's going to be like what came first. Who's going to jump first to that? Because the meth heads are going to be like, nah, I don't trust that.
So I want meth gators.
Yeah, because they're going to think, well, the cops are like legitimately like just going to arrest me. So like until someone finally goes like, oh no, dude, it's legit. They actually took my shit away. We're good. Like, no, I don't know. But, like, I saw...
You a cop?
Yeah, I just read this thing real quick.
Because you got to
It's
tell
not-
me if you cop.
It's nothing important, really, but it's just learning that Disney bought Marvel for $4 million in 2009, and a decade later it's made $18 billion at the global box office.
Damn. Wait, how much they pay for it again?
$4 billion.
They paid $4 billion. They've made how much? $12 billion.
They've made $18 billion.
Oh, 18. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I think they made a good investment.
Did Endgame ever surpass Avatar?
Yep, it just did.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, they announced that at Comic-Con. That was one of the things that it passed Avatar. Now
Oh,
it's-
Speaking
nice.
of Comic-Con, who's excited for the Witcher series on Netflix?
Oh, that's going to be
Oh
sweet.
yeah, I saw the trailer for that.
my-
I've never played the games, but I watched the
Cody?
trailer.
God
I know.
Damn it.
Well, I know. Chris
No,
was
no,
playing it.
no, stop. Do you read, like, ever?
Yeah, I read.
Well, I don't read, but I'm
I
saying
know they have
like
the Witcher
Audible.
books, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to read the Witcher books. If I'm going to reread them
I need
before
Audible
the series starts, yeah, fuck
need to
yeah,
get back- I
Audible's
need to-
great.
because I used to do that when I'd be working. I'd listen to Audible books, but I haven't found a one.
Oh yeah, that's all I
in a
do,
while.
man, is listen to Audible books when I'm driving, because
Yeah.
I fucking drive all the time. But
me too. Oh, it's
all
so
the Witcher books are fantastic. So it's based mostly on the books. They're saying it could be the next Game of Thrones. So yeah,
That's pretty.
It's,
Why?
Well, I don't know if you necessarily want to throw that in there.
Well,
like, you know,
I
the
read an
beginnings-
article. I read
beginnings.
an article where it said it could be possible. Well, the thing is, the books are excellent. The books
Yeah.
are great, and they kind of took this a similar approach where J.R.R. Martin kind of
George R. R. Martin.
George R.R. Martin, whatever the fuck his name.
Yeah.
He consulted on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but they're
So
having the
Andrei
writer-
Sapkowski,
Oh, okay. So he's
consulted-
consulting his own book.
he actually helped write, and I think he wrote some on the first 8 episodes of the series.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's always
yeah,
good when
so-
you have the artist or the creator, or
the
whatever
author,
working-
the author. I mean,
putting their fingerprints
Dude,
on it.
absolutely. So I think it's going to be an awesome series, man. I'm just really excited, and I was kind of skeptical. Jesus, about Henry Cavill playing Geralt of Rivia, because I was like, I don't know, man. But apparently he's like a super fan of The Witcher. He's read all the books. You know, he knows all the lore. He's in love with it. So
That's
I
pretty
think
cool.
he's going to do. I think he's going to do the first pictures and the first trailer is out. So if you guys
Yeah.
haven't seen the first
Yeah.
trailer,
No, I saw the
go
trailer.
watch it.
I saw
Yeah.
the trailer and it doesn't look anything like the video game.
Yeah.
No,
I'm sure
well,
they have
oh
that.
my god, I'm going to choke you right fucking now.
Yeah. Well,
No, the video.
when is it?
Don't get me wrong. CD Projekt Red and the video games were amazing. They were awesome, and it. Part of the story is there. You know, the character development is there. Blah blah blah. Some of the storyline, but the books. It's based on the books, so you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't at least look up the lore
Yeah.
of The Witcher and look into it a little bit. If you just basing it on The Witcher 3, which most everybody's played, or The Witcher 2, you might be a little bit disappointed.
I'm going
So
in fresh
if-
eyes because I've not played
so-
any of it or any of it.
Cody, if you're going in fresh-eyed, I highly recommend at least looking into the lore or reading the books because
yeah.
it's really cool. That's my nerd boner. Is Cody's is Marvel and comic books. Mine is The Witcher.
Yeah.
Queer.
Well, look, offended. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, hey, let's take a quick break.
Okay. Yeah.
we're
that works.
we're
Fucking sweet.
like at 30 minutes right now. So let's go ahead and just take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll talk some cars with the new segment, Road Noise.
Road noise.
All right, be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to the Pull It Back podcast. So we're just going to be moving into our new segment, Road Noise, where a couple of extremely unqualified people talk about cars and auto-related things. So in today's agenda, the 2019 Mustang Old Crow Edition GT, built in honor of Colonel Bud Anderson and his incredible service and heroism.
I had not heard
that's-
about that. That's new to me.
It's actually a pretty cool looking Mustang. It was it looks like one of those old P-51 Mustangs. It's got like a air pilot livery or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's all it really was. It was just a special edition thing for Clarence Emil Bud Anderson, born January 19th, 1922, retired officer in the United States Air Force and a triple ace of World War II.
Damn. That's
During
pretty
the
cool.
war, he was the highest scoring flying ace in his P-51 Mustang squadron. Towards the end of Anderson's 2 combat tours in Europe in 1944, he was promoted to major at 22, a young age even for a highly effective officer in wartime. After the war, Anderson became a well-regarded fighter, test pilot, and fighter squadron and wing commander. He served as wing commander tour in combat in Vietnam War. He retired as a full colonel in 1972.
Man, that looks really freaking cool.
Yeah, you can look it up. Just the hashtag Old Crow Mustang.
Oh,
That's cool. as
710 horsepower.
shit.
Yeah, it's got some power.
710 horsepower? Jesus.
It's a Roush.
Oh, so it's supercharged and all that cool shit.
Yeah, it's like I think it's the Roush Stage 3. They just have like special livery on it.
Livery. That's cool,
Livery.
man. That's really cool. So should we get into the meat and potatoes of
the car
road
world.
noise?
Yes.
So let's talk about the new mid-engine ship that is going to compete with Ferrari and the likes. The new 2019 mid-engine Corvette C8.
Stingray.
So I think the coolest point for me is that it's starting at 60 grand.
Yeah.
So you can have a premier performance supercar, American supercar, built right here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, for 60 grand.
Yeah. You can buy a car that goes under, or 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. It was actually partially designed by, was it Pininfarina?
Oh, really?
Or, the guy, I don't remember if it was Pininfarina or not, but it was the guy that designed Ferraris.
Yeah, Pininfarina designed Ferraris. Fun
Yeah, I
fact,
think it was
Pininfarina
him.
also designed those Coke machines that you see at like Firehouse Subs and stuff like that.
Oh, the ones with the
Oh, the
screens.
mix.
That,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pininfarina
Nice.
designed those.
That's weird.
Of course
That's
he
a
did.
weird difference in products.
That's cool.
So basically, Ferrari. I mean, a designer from Ferrari helped design this Corvette.
Yeah.
495 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque from a 6.2-liter LT2 naturally aspirated V8.
Yeah.
Sub
It's
3
got-
seconds, 0 to 60 times. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Now, they're following the suit. I think you told me, what was it, last week that you said the GT500 doesn't have any manual option anymore?
Right.
Yeah, same situation. No manual option, all automatic, 8-speed dual clutch.
That's going out, right? Yeah, manuals don't really... they
No,
don't make
not
those
even
no
in
more.
sports cars anymore, man. Sad.
It does suck.
Yeah, I mean, but
But
I get the fun part of that. But like, I mean, in reality, though, most people are just
well, a lot of people that were coming out saying, "Why is there no manual? Like Corvettes always have manuals. It's always been." Actually, that's not true. The very first Corvette was an automatic only as well. It was a 2-speed Power Glide automatic transmission.
No, my dad's Corvette that he just bought. That what was it, Stingray or whatever? Like
The C7?
No. He got like an older one. Was it
Yeah.
1970 or
No, it was like a
1980?
1968 or 69.
Damn, that's nice.
Stingray.
Hmm.
It's like but like it's an automatic.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah, but
updated
no,
everything out
Corvettes-
to it.
yeah,
Yeah, it
Corvettes-
looks tight though.
Corvette's always had the option of being an automatic. It's just like when you get into the ZR1 and shit like that, where it's like manual transmission only. But I mean, think about all the supercars these days; they're all dual clutch transmissions.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing looks like a fucking rocket ship, man. It
It
looks,
has a removable top, and even with that huge V8, if you pop the back, there's still trunk space where the hood, like the removable top, can go. It like hides in the trunk.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to like leave it in your garage or something.
No.
You have to commit.
Yeah.
they're calling it the Practical Man's supercar.
Yeah.
It looks the Corvette, dude. Hats off to GM because they finally did a Corvette justice with the amount of power. Just imagine what the ZL1 or ZR1 package.
Oh my
and
God.
all the higher $100,000 Corvettes are going to be like with this mid-engine. It's going to
be badass, man.
Ferrari and even Lamborghini are going to be quaking in their boots when they have to face this car, because the race versions, they've been dominant for quite a while in the GT class,
Yeah,
like in the Le Mans. Yeah, they've been pretty dominant until recently, I guess. But dude,
That's sexy.
it looks so freaking good. It just looks amazing.
Mike just showed me the picture of it.
It actually has
even
a NSX kind of look from the side.
Back looks good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's the thing. This is because I mean you see, I don't know about you guys, but I know we see Corvettes all the time around here because there's a lot of retirees.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's going to be a lot of these, which I'm actually looking forward to because you're just going to be like, it's going to be a head turner, man. You're going to like just see this and you're like, oh shit, that's a Ferrari. You're like, wait,
so many
that's
people
one
are
of those
going to
new
die.
Corvettes.
So many people are
Look at
going
that.
down the road looking at these things.
It looks like a Ferrari.
It does. It has that definite influence in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see Ferrari, inspired
there.
lines.
Yeah.
But
It's an American.
But,
Their inspiration was modern aviation.
Yeah.
And it, God, man, they just nailed it.
They did.
It
One of the
looks
interesting
amazing.
things that I see about this is it can be programmed to automatically lift the front end of the car
Yes.
via the GPS at
2 inches.
That was
yeah.
Whoa.
1,000
that was
locations.
amazing. That was a cool feature when they were talking about it. It can remember up to 1,000 GPS locations where the nose has to lift up to, I think it's 1.5 inches
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
get over speed bumps.
1.57 inches.
Right.
Wow.
So the GM thought this out really, really well when they designed this car, and the engineering that went into it, and the suspension. It's the Corvette is a legit supercar now. Before there was arguments where, yes, it has the power, yes, it has the driving capability around the track, but now there's no question, it's a legit
only thing-
supercar.
Well, the only thing that people were really pissed off about was, of course, not just the manual transmission, but the fact of the interior. like because it has like a big touchscreen. You know, it's got a really cool looking squared steering wheel. You know, very race-esque. It's got like a really kind of ergonomic shifter, which is kind of strange, but it's got. I don't know if you're listening to look up a picture of this. Look at the Chevy Corvette C8 interior. To the right of you, of course, there's an armrest. There's a flat little space, of course, with your shifter and little touchscreen. And then to the right of that, there's just this big line of buttons.
Yeah,
Long
line of
bar.
buttons.
So
It's like
I'm
a
talking.
bar.
Yeah, it's an entire bar, and it's just like a single straight line of just all of your buttons that you would have in an interior, instead of it being like placed.
That kind of
Yeah.
seems like a
Certain
rocket
space.
ship. which
Looks
makes
like
it sound
the inside of a aeroship.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
so
like 20 buttons all
That
in a
sounds
single
cool.
line.
I'd hope they get like just the switch covers. Those switch covers for like on the jets, where you have to pull up the switch cover and then flip
see?
the thing. That'd be dope.
Well, look at the park, like the gear shift. It's all buttons.
that looks
yeah.
dope.
There's not even a gear shift on this thing.
Oh, that
It's-
looks,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like ergonomic, like almost like Prius-esque.
it does. Yeah.
Right.
A little bit.
It's like got that BMW little shifter look thing. However, I mean, it doesn't distract you from driving this damn thing.
No.
And I think that's kind of
Still
like
looks
I think
sleek.
it's enough-
yeah, it looks sleek, but they kind of half-assed the whole button layout interior. But I mean, I don't think that's why you're going to be buying this.
But you know, the thing is, you know how we always talk shit about GM, parts bin, everything has the same shit. The trucks have the same shit. The Camaro has the same shit. And
Yeah.
for a long time, even the C7 shared a lot of the same parts bin shit. You know, the shifter knobs, window controls. This is totally new.
Yeah, this is excellent. I mean, the only thing that I can see on here that looks very part bin-ish is the driver's side's door armrest, where it's got the window stuff.
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
maybe.
Don't fix it. You know.
That
Maybe.
looks very, very out of a
works, it
Chevy
works.
Silverado.
But like
thing.
even the dash looks sleek, man. Like the
does.
the aircon vents, it looks sleek. It does have that floating tablet thing that you don't like, but it looks like it just
But
fits.
Well, it looks like it's attached to the instrument cluster, like it's coming off of the instrument cluster.
Right. It looks
Which
like
is-
it's
which is
integrated
pretty cool.
very well. It just looks it looks like it's a great place to sit. I can't wait till they come out. I'd love to go see one
Yeah,
and
I wanna
actually
see
sit
one
in
for
it.
sure.
Yeah. They're not going to let you get near it. They're going to be like, no, you can't.
Like no, you
They're going to
can't.
spray you with Febreze and then like, you know.
So
make
the
you put a
eyes-
headset on.
Shh, get
technically,
out.
I mean,
Shh.
and
Filth.
to clarify before I get off topic, now it does have, of course, the automatic, but it does have paddle shifters, which you can change.
Oh, yeah.
Press a button where it says manual, but it's still technically an automatic. It's a dual clutch, just like you would with any other, like a Golf GTI. They have the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's like that's like Formula One car E.
Yeah, I mean, all the buttons, like say you want to go in reverse, you press a button for reverse. Reverse. If
Right.
you want to go in drive, press a button for drive. Neutral, same thing. It's all, and it's got that little like palm rest with a little dial underneath it.
Right.
So.
Oh, that's
Well, and the
It's-
suspension
it's a good-looking
was like I was saying about the suspension. They really well thought out the suspension too. You know, GM kind of adopted the Magna Ride stuff and made
Yeah.
it their own thing.
With Cadillac.
Right, and they've integrated it into almost all their vehicles now. But
Yeah.
this is the first time I was reading that the Corvette has actually had coilover suspension. So this is big. That's Formula One stuff.
Coilover?
Yeah, coilover
That's mean
suspension.
push rod?
No, coilover. This is the first time they've had coilover suspension. But
Oh, well, Formula One is push rod suspension.
are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't know fucking shit then. But anyway, I was reading that they have coilover suspension, and this is like a first thing that's, I guess, maybe I'm thinking of other supercars that have that. But a lot of supercars nowadays have push rod suspension, so maybe they're behind the times.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, like, because coilover suspension is pretty common.
Yeah, but Corvette has never had it,
Oh.
apparently. So that's what they were talking about. This is all new shit for the Corvette. Is the coilover suspension, because before apparently it had some kind of leaf spring bullshit going on.
Oh, like a live rear axle, maybe?
No, not a live rear. It had an independent rear, but I'm saying there was something to do with leaf springs that I was reading about. The leaf spring. Anyway, let's move on. 'Cause
We can go all day with this suspension on the Corvette. So I was going to say, there's another thing from Ford, another cool news topic that we've covered before. Well, I mean, we haven't covered this one before, but you know how like the last couple of times we've mentioned Ford in the news, it's always been something stupid like a mattress or a shopping cart.
Yeah.
We got you again. Ford teases its new truck.
Oh, yes.
Turns out it's an emoji.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a truck emoji.
Ford designed, like they set up this big joke. It was like Ford, they teased this new truck to come out. It was like this really boxy looking, strange looking thing with under a tarp. And they pulled it off, and it's a new emoji that Apple's going to be launching with their new update. So you'll have a truck emoji that'll have been designed by Ford.
That's stupid.
Wow. I thought you were going to talk about the suspected new Ranger.
No,
No.
y'all talked about that before, though.
Oh yeah, we've already talked about that one
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, because we were talking
The new
about
Ranger, that one looks badass.
Yeah. Oh, so
What about the Bronco? Have we heard shit about the Bronco?
yeah,
Nope.
we talked about it, but no, we
We've
haven't
talked
heard-
about it, but there's
Yeah.
there's nothing else left with the Bronco, man.
Yeah,
I mean, like they haven't announced anything. They've just been teasing, and that's it.
yeah. So,
Well, yeah.
it was
let's
supposed to
not,
get.
Let's
What's
not
that?
overshadow the brilliance of the new Corvette. You know, we talk a lot of shit about GM,
Yes.
but here lately, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like their trucks are
Still
still
don't trust
garbage.
them.
Yeah, their trucks are horse shit. But what they've
all
done
their
with the
cars are
Corvette,
horseshit.
what they've done
Cars,
with the Corvette.
trucks, all horseshit. The Corvette looks great.
Well, we talked about the Cadillac last week, but God bless.
Oh yeah, Cadillacs do look good. Anyways, moving on from road noise. That's it for road noise. Road noise. Because I know there's this big thing with, and I know you were talking about the other social media thing that's going on, and we'll get to that here in a second. But the face app thing with people making themselves look old.
yeah.
Okay. So FBI has been told to investigate this because Russia, I guess this app is owned by a Russian company,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
now this Russian company is like giving away all the information because they have biometric scans of how many people?
Like
Several
108.
million.
100 and something million American citizens.
I don't give
Yeah,
a fuck.
we're-
They can take my shit. I don't care.
Cody, you son of a bitch, because you were the first one that sent it. I was like, I want to do that immediately. Well, I had Face App before,
Think about
but
it.
you were like,
Okay, think about this. You have Facebook. What other things do you have that has any of your information that is a
Yeah, but
company?
none of them are owned by Russia.
Yeah, but they're sold from an American company to a Russian company because nobody gives a shit. Everybody's selling your information for anything. You buy your shit on Amazon from a company that has another company that's like, oh, it's like another company you're buying this product from, and it's going through Amazon, which Amazon is giving your information to them to give to you.
Well, what is
not to
what is-
Russia, though.
What is so important in this?
Russia's not doing shit.
But the FBI hasn't been ordered to investigate Facebook.
Well, yeah, they were.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they've looked into Facebook.
Yeah,
They've
he
had
to
court
testif-
hearings.
He had to,
Yeah,
he had to testify
with his
before
little lizard
Congress. I
eyes.
mean,
His little
yeah.
lizard eyes and just
He's
Yeah,
like,
but I
drink
mean,
water
The
now.
FBI hasn't been forced to investigate this to see if Russia has gotten biometric data for all the people in here. Because it's like, what could they be planning? Because I mean, Facebook is just trying to sell us shit.
what could they want with my broke ass? What are they gonna make me more broke and more like
No.
like,
I'm talking about no. I'm talking about Facebook just sells your information so they can sell you more shit.
Yeah,
Now, this is just going to Russia for God knows what reason. National security and privacy risk now because millions of Americans have used it because we're all freaking stupid.
I don't care. It was funny and it was worth it because that picture makes it worth it to me.
Has been
We
become
all
the
ruined our
viral story of the
lives.
month. Yesterday, July 17th, there was a highly charged debate as to whether the app posed a privacy threat as covered by Thomas Brewster for Forbes. And the answer is fairly simple. No, FaceApp isn't taking photos of your face and taking them back to Russia for some nefarious project. At least that's what current evidence suggests.
Okay, so we're good. So we can, I wonder if the Face App thing will age my balls. Do you think it would age my balls?
Definitely, it'll put the filter right to it. Guarantee it. Not that I have tried it, so don't worry about it. But
No, the FBI has still been asked to launch an investigation into this because it has 150 million faces.
Well, that.
yeah, but
I mean, everybody's hating on Russia right now because they're pieces of shit. But I feel like it's the hot topic.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a Russian-owned company, but you know
It's like
what?
the second Red
it's on
Scare.
it's on the freaking Apple app
Well,
store.
Americans have had problems with Russia forever.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
it doesn't.
Right. I mean, there's a million different companies that buy shit from China, and we know China is all about some fucking what's the word? Espionage bullshit.
Look, that's the lucky thing about us being nobodies, really, is that, like, out of 150 million people, the chances of them going, well, let me get this one dumb fuck in Austin or in Kentucky or Louisville, like, let me go fuck his whole life up. I mean, it's probably pretty astronomically. Like,
Pretty
you know.
slim. Pretty slim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not important enough. We don't have the money that they're going to be like, well, let's take this guy's identity and do some shit with it. Oh, do you really want my $30 that are in my bank account? You know, geez, wow, really going to screw me over. My credit score sucks anyway, so good luck, bud. You're not going to get credit cards out of me.
I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I don't know what they could be doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
That's why
doubt
don't
it's
care.
for money. I doubt it's for something. I don't know.
That's why I don't really care. I mean, even if that is even
Why,
in the
well, the
slightest
thing
true.
is like I don't know why you would want to keep biometric data for somebody, but you got to think if you have 150 million people's, and that's baseline, 150 million people's biometric data, which is usually pretty substantial in size, I guess. So that would be. I mean, you got to have these like computer farms or data farms that you can hold all this data in. So why would you spend that much money to buy all these data farms in order to keep all this biometric data for nothing?
Yeah, that's a good point, Bong, because
waste of space.
Russia's not going to spend billions of dollars on these data farms just for
just to keep some
They have to have a
elderly
reason.
dumbass's face.
some altered pictures of your old ass face.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the gain? Yeah, what's
there's
the gain?
That's what I think. This is
Yeah.
kind of just a hysteria, second Red Scare. Everybody's like, everything that's popular, they change it into some kind of like, it's the Russians doing something nefarious. Sure, they're doing stuff that's fucked up. Probably we're doing probably the same thing, but like, I mean, for the little guy, who gives a fuck? At this point, though, in my life, I've realized that
Yeah, but that's the attitude that ends up making all this shit, like this whole privacy thing, go out the window. You're just like, oh, I'm not doing anything wrong, so who cares?
well, no,
It's like,
that's
how
not
they just
that
keep
kind of
chipping
thing.
away at it until they
Yeah,
just.
but the whole deal is though is that that's going to go out regardless of even now because technology is just going to make that where everybody knows everybody's
Yeah, but if
business.
you at least try to resist it, it's going to take longer.
all you're doing is
Well,
just,
I know I deleted it immediately when I saw that shit. I was like, ooh.
I still have it.
No, I deleted
mean,
it
it's
the
like too
moment
fucking
after
late.
I took that first
I'm going to go on
picture.
Facebook. I'm going to look up a bunch of Russian people's faces and then age them and be like, yeah, there you go. Got your own.
Okay,
information.
so that's a Russia company, but what if it was an American company
that was in a
We're keeping all of our
using
faces.
recognition?
yeah.
They already do that.
Well,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So I mean,
the reason
whatever.
I'm saying that is because McDonald's has purchased a company for $300 million to scan your license plate and your face when you go through the drive-thru to keep track of what you have purchased previously and
Yeah.
alter the menu depending on what season of the year it is to personalize your purchase.
Kind of cool. Actually,
Okay.
I mean,
But
see
yeah,
that's
I mean,
cool.
that's still-
cool, but I mean, a face change your alternate fucking app isn't cool. So McDonald's, one of the biggest franchises in the world, can scan your face and your
they start
license
sending
plate,
stuff
and I'm
to your house.
sure.
And,
Yeah, exactly. They're going to advertise to
we'll
you.
say
They have your
So-
information. One of the most intimate things is they have your license plate, man. All they have to do is do a simple search and trace your license back, and they know they know your address. They know
they start
they could
sending you
possibly know
spam
where you
mailing
work. Yeah, I mean that's
they can buy it
That's
from
big.
Facebook anyway.
well, that's what I'm saying. So that's
Well,
why everything,
so
regardless,
they don't know
doesn't
your.
matter.
Facebook doesn't even know your license plate number.
yes, they
That's
do.
true.
If you have a picture of your car on
Gary,
Facebook,
yeah.
You can black that shit out.
no,
before
you
post
can't.
it.
Yes, you can.
How many people black their license plates out before they
Almost
post it on-
everybody. Almost everybody. Yes, that is
well,
one of the things because
my
they can
point-
trace your license plate number back to your address, man. That is much bigger than a stupid fucking face app in
Most
Russia.
people put their address on Facebook.
No, they do not.
A lot of people
They
do.
put their city at least.
Well,
yeah,
anyways,
they city,
my
but not their
point was-
physical address.
My point was that this, McDonald's and stuff and companies here are just trying to more or less sell you more shit. That's what they want to do. That's the end game. They want to sell you more shit. But
Yeah,
if
that's why
Russia
they
is
have it,
getting all
yeah.
this information, so they're not obviously not trying to sell us anything.
What's
so,
their motive?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't feel
It
like
can't be good.
Yeah, but it's not like it's anything that could be. I don't know what they
I
could
feel
do
like it's
to
a
me.
little more innocuous than
Yeah,
than that, man.
They just want the information. Oh, I guess maybe they could use it as if like you start becoming like a political figure, and they got your picture and all your information. Maybe they can start digging.
They can
in you a little
deep fake
bit.
your face on something. To
Yeah,
make it look
maybe
like you did something bad.
Maybe. I mean, but at that point, yeah, whatever. I mean, I can do.
Trying to find a lone lost rogue spy.
If
Where
I
did
spend
that
enough
bitch
time, I
go?
can make a
Maybe.
can make a convincing enough fake picture of somebody doing something.
Actually, that might be it. I mean, they have like this huge database, so like any one of these guys could be an American spy. So they have that. Now they have a picture of your face and a total facial map.
They could just cover.
So if you
your
go to
face with
Russia,
them.
they're just like, oh, follow this guy. He's he used the face app. We have his information.
I guess I don't know. It didn't. Well, honestly,
How
at
about
this
just
point,
don't be a spy?
Well, this is also the thing too. Is
No.
that like the government's already got all the stuff on me. They have my blood. They have all the information they ever took from me. I'm not getting away with nothing. They know everything. We got my fingerprints on fucking a file or something. They got all that shit. Like, I mean, they know everything.
Oh yeah, they know what inside of my butt feels like.
Yeah, they've looked in my butthole. The doctor did, at least. I mean, they've seen
Well,
stuff.
I think we need to do the face app on our balls and see what Russia thinks about that.
That would be pretty cool.
Psych them out. You just thought we were taking
They'll be like,
pictures of their
Jesus
faces.
Christ.
This is my
These
other
people
set.
in Texas and Louisville, Kentucky, they're taking pictures of their balls and they're aging it. What
No.
the fuck is wrong with the Americans?
The next headline would be like, oh, they're getting a huge influx of ball pictures, and then it's like Russian company face app gets sold to France.
It crashes.
Just crashes. Hey, that's the next fucking thing. Hopefully our listeners are diehard enough to be like, okay, guys, listeners of the Pull It Back podcast, do us a favor. If you're going to use the face app, make
Take a
sure
picture
you
of your
do
balls.
you take a picture of your balls, do the age filter on it. That way Russia has a huge, a small influx
Minuscule.
of ball pictures. They're going to be like, what is this small tick of ball pictures?
Emphasize on small, bro. No,
They should have held the camera closer.
trying to get a sweet angle.
Yeah.
they would just start messing with it. Like, what does it look like with blonde hair?
Oh yeah, like
Put a mustache on it.
so. Like, so I was thinking, do you have? I was gonna say we should play some Would You Rather's.
I don't have any would you rather.
I got some right
Cody,
up here.
you got some Would You Rathers? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. I got some. Trying to find the hardcore ones, the ones that you're like, I'd rather kill myself in between choices. Would you rather step on a Lego or take a scooter to the ankle?
I think I'd rather step on a Lego.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather step on a Lego because I've had a scooter in the ankle.
I've had both.
I don't like
but-
to admit it, but Ball and I used to both do the little
No.
scooter thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
tried to do
it's
tricks.
awesome.
Yeah, make tricks and shit. It was dope.
Well, we tried, but most of the time we just got smacked in the ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, check this out. I'm going to do a 360 spin and just pack.
I think the more time that I had that thing in the air was when I was throwing it because it hit me in the ankle, not because I was riding on it making cool tricks. It was like,
Man.
fuck, and you just
I don't know.
throw it in the woods.
God, getting smacked in the ankle fucking hurts so
Not
bad.
just the ankle, but in the shin, too. Get smacked
Well,
right in the shin with the side
Oh
of it.
man, there's nothing worse than you're rooting around at night and like you're moving or some shit and you smack your shin right into a trailer hitch, like on a truck.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts so fucking bad.
It's got a very distinct sound to it, too.
It's like Kirk, and you're like,
Yeah, and you know somebody hit it because you hear that little thud, and then you just hear someone go.
Oh, the pain sting. It's like
"What'd you do? Hit the trailer hitch?"
Oh yeah, that one's bad.
Yep.
I've done that one recently. Oh, I had a fucking hitch, and I was like, oh god, teary eyed. I was wearing sunglasses though, so I looked like a man when I walked away. I didn't look like I was
Yeah,
crying.
dude, I've been in full stride, like running, like walking around a truck and just kink. I'm like, oh,
It brings a man to his knees. It
Yes,
does.
it do.
It does not matter. I don't care how strong you are. Like you get fucking hit in that right sweet
I-
spot. It's over. Crumple.
shit, just right mid shin, perfect fucking.
Mm.
I
you're
feel
like,
like I feel like ankle though is still like if I'm gonna hit shin or ankle, I'd rather hit shin because ankle
Yeah.
to me is the
Yeah.
because it's the softer. You know, you don't make muscles in your fucking feet, man.
Your
It's
ankle's so small. It's just an
Yeah.
ankle, but your shin's a lot bigger. I think you can
Right.
grow some
Yeah.
of that back.
You can get a little bit, but like okay, so there's this one. Okay, all right. Would you rather possess a panic button that, when pressed, causes panic to the first person that comes to mind, or one-time use kill switch that kills the one person you hate the most in this world?
Wait, so you can kill the person you hate the most, or
It's a one-time use thing, though. So you can have a button that you can use multiple times, but like as soon as you press it, it causes panic to the first person that comes to mind. When you
So
press
you're
it.
going to cause somebody a minor distress or murder them?
But it's also the
that's
most
a pretty-
person you hated in the world, though. Like I'm talking like
So basically, you have something where you can cause a little bit of pain for
people that
a
annoy
lot
you,
more
maybe?
people,
Yeah, that annoy you maybe,
or
or you
kill
can
the person
take out
you
somebody
just
that's like,
hate.
and that's not just like in your circle, but that could be like someone near like a terrorist.
You
or
know
I
what?
don't
Honestly, I think I would take the panic button because I'd put it on my dash in my truck.
Well, is the panic button like is it multiple use?
yeah,
panic
it's multiple use.
Yeah,
It's
use it
multiple
many
use.
times as you want.
Yeah. I think I'd take the panic button.
Yeah.
I'd
Put
be
it on my
you know
dash,
what?
my
This
truck.
son of a bitch! Panic!
I know.
Yeah, that would be.
He just has a panic attack in his truck while he's driving because he
He's like,
cut you off.
Just
Yeah, I
shits his
would
pants.
love
You're like,
that.
"Fuck you, you son of a bitch!"
Yeah, go pull over and change.
Like that guy that doesn't fucking wave when you let him go and like, hey, go ahead, and he's like,
Panic.
just
I
goes and he doesn't wave. Fuck you, panic.
rolls
panic,
right
panic,
off
panic,
of a
panic,
bridge.
panic.
Yeah, no, that would. I could see that, but I could see that backfiring pretty hard. If you start panicking people on the road, you're gonna cause more delays in traffic because you're just.
Well, fuck him.
No.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like it could be, but okay. Here's this one. I feel like this one. Would you rather be consistently covered in mosquito bites or lose a leg below the knee?
leg below the
God.
Constantly, the rest of your life, you're covered in mosquito bites all the time.
Leg.
or just
leg below the knee.
Yeah, I'll get a prosthetic.
That's super hardcore. But those mosquito bites are just enough. You'll lose a limb.
Yeah. I'd rather lose a limb.
God, that's.
See, I could live without a leg. An arm though, that's fucked. Like, hold on a second. If you lose the leg, do you ever get bit by a mosquito again?
No,
or are you
that's- I would
completely
say that-
immune.
I would say that would be the trade-off: is that you never get bit by a mosquito again.
Oh,
I
I'd lose my
fucking
leg.
Yeah.
heartbeat. Take that motherfucker. I don't need it. I mean, my feet hurt anyway. I'm fat as shit. So fucking.
Am I getting paid for it, or?
Oh, here's a sweet one for us fat asses here. Would you rather give up eating cheese or give up sex?
I just give up cheese.
I know.
Ooh.
I would never. But
Hold
damn,
on a
man.
second. Cheese lets off endorphins the same as sex. So
There's a lot of varieties of cheeses that you would be.
yeah,
okay
I mean, I'm married. I've been married
Macaroni
for
and
12
cheese?
years. There's not a lot of variety of sex. I mean, there's a lot of cheese out there. I mean, I can
that's-
eat my fill of
Nope.
cheese. I
That
can't.
means because think about that. That means no more pizza, no more.
Oh, yeah.
No more cheese on cheese and crackers. If you wanted to ever snack on that stuff, you never could have
A dry cracker? You a fucking communist?
no. It's a cracker with fucking cheese on it, and you melt the cheese a little bit, so it's everything.
Cheese
See,
and crackers.
I think I could easily give up
Macaroni
sex if
and
it was
cheese?
like you get to have all the cheese you want forever. Like you see those videos like where they're just melting the cheese and they're scraping it off with a knife on top of whatever.
Yeah. That's,
Oh my
And
god.
had like the Kraft grilled cheese commercial, and like they split it apart, and it's just that
No,
melted
I'm
cheese
talking
in the
about
middle.
like
I want you to
legit
know that-
cheese, like cheese made
Oh,
in
yeah.
France or some shit where they're like making really
Gouda.
good cheese.
I want you to know that if I ever come out with some allergic reaction to like dairy and I can't have cheese anymore, just know if I text that in the group, that means that there's a gunshot that's following quickly after because I can't live on this
Jesus.
planet without having cheese.
There's a gun put to my head.
No, I'd have to take that stupid medicine that, or there's like a medicine that
Lactaid.
Yeah,
Just take
Oh,
Lactaid,
God.
bro.
that's
what
rough,
Chelsea
though.
takes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's
his-
yeah.
His wife is.
She's pretty lactose intolerant, but she still punishes herself by eating cheese all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. It's just too good, man. It's just too good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, think about that. Like lactose intolerant people, they're like, fuck it, I'm eating all kinds of cheese, drinking milk. I mean, what other person that has an allergy is like, you know what? I love peanuts so goddamn much. They make me go into anaphylaxis, but I'm going to risk it today. Just one
love
peanut,
it.
just one taste. No, nobody does that. They're always like, worth it. But nobody's doing that shit with lactose intolerance. They're like, cheese? Fuck yeah, more.
Yeah.
Double? Absolutely.
When they do like the salad
Yeah,
thing
at
and
Olive
they spread
Garden,
the cheese,
they
and they're like,
never
"You wanna
say
stop?"
when.
Yeah. They're like, just keep going. Just dump the whole thing. I don't know. Just unscrew the cap. Drop it. Just
Can I
leave it here.
Just give me the whole block. You don't have to
Just
shred
leave
it.
the block. Just leave the block. Like, instead of just leave the bottle, it's like, leave the block.
Yeah, just leave the whole thing.
Oh God, some of these are. Oh, okay. Would you rather fight a grizzly bear or 100 angry meerkats?
100
Meerkats.
meerkats. The grizzly bear would fucking eat you. A meerkat.
Yeah,
would
you
be
wouldn't
like,
even have a chance. A meerkat,
You'd probably
might
end up
be able to
petting
fight
them.
him
You'd
off.
be like, meerkat,
No, but they're all apparently violently rabid and they want to kill you.
Oh.
I think you can
I
hold
think
them
I
off.
could take up a group of meerkats. Just a shovel. Just pang.
I don't know if you started like put both your arms like straight out and just spin around real fast. I think you could be able to hold them off.
I think this one's quite funny.
Shit, a 22. If you have a 22,
No,
could
you don't
take out
have a
group
gun.
of
You don't have a weapon.
Okay,
You don't have
so
a weapon.
No.
no, yeah, it's just your bare hands.
Oh, let's just start kicking them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know though. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, they're going to give you little tiny bites.
Look,
a bear's
but if
going
you
to fuck
sprint,
you up
you
in
could
one
probably
swipe.
you could run and find a place and kind of like funnel them in, get them one at a time.
I guess that's true.
Funnel-
You got,
funnel
it's like
them
a
in.
300 Spartan. Spartan's off the what is it, Thermopylae or whatever? Or is it like,
Funnel
Thermopylae,
them
the
through
hot gates.
come get some. Yeah.
Tonight we dine in hell.
Okay, would you rather be given $1
Brush
million
your teeth.
tomorrow? Would you rather be given $1 million tomorrow or double your lifespan?
Give it what?
Double your lifespan or $100 million tomorrow?
100 million.
$100 million.
Or a million. I'm sorry, just $1 million.
Oh, fuck
Still.
that. Double my
Million.
lifespan. I can make 100 million.
Yeah, like double your lifespan.
Nah,
See,
do
A
it.
million is a million these days. You know, that's sad to say. Like, $1 million
Oh,
is not
okay.
that
Here's
much.
the
I know
here's
you
the,
could burn through it quick. You buy a house, a car, and you're
Quick.
done.
Here's the caveat to this whole thing. Okay, if you were going to die at 50, if you double your lifespan, you'll live to 100. And if you get the $1 million, you have is tax free and is given to you without any legal penalties. That's the
So you die at 50.
you're dying at 50,
Oh, definitely double
but
my lifespan.
double your
then.
lifespan or get that.
I
Wait,
want to be
hold
100
on.
years old.
Well, hold on. Let me ask this, Cody. If you're doubling your lifespan, are you still spry at 100, or you're like
it doesn't-
decrepit and wasting away?
It
Dude,
doesn't.
you're 100. There's no way you're still spry.
Okay, let's
Well,
just
bitch,
go.
It's a hypothetical. Like, I mean, anything's possible.
Let's
like,
just give
so,
it that you're not going to be like Captain Rogers, like 100 years old, like still rolling around like kicking ass. But like you're just a little like you're old, but you're not like senile. You're just you could still drive a
Okay.
car.
Okay,
I think-
that's
you know what?
that's the best point. Like, I'm not senile, not like shitting my pants. My kids
You're
don't have to
completely
take care of me.
aware of yourself.
I would do 100 because I'd like to have people
I
that
can dig that.
come in and they're just like, so what's your secret to old age? You're like, well, you didn't tell them the truth. You were like,
Do
I turned
meth.
down $1 million. No, you would just say, bacon and beer every day.
I do meth.
Every day.
I do meth every
Well,
2
you know
years.
what? Every week when I mowed the lawn, I ate my own grass clippings.
Oh, here's a good one. Okay, this one is Rusty on, because this would be a funny one because I know exactly what the answer would be. Okay, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
All right, here we go.
All right. Would you rather suck a clean penis or lick a dirty vagina?
That's a tough one.
Uncle Daddy Rusty, I'm going to pass this one to you.
I was like, I'm pretty sure this one's like a
Well, I'm
nothing.
thinking, how dirty are you talking?
Just
Well,
like
Rusty's-
didn't wash it today.
hold on, guys.
Oh.
Rusty's a dominant top, so
Oh, so this is still he might be.
Somebody usually gets on their knees for me. It's not that way around. So
So it still would be a hard choice for you because you're like, I don't even want to suck this thing. I want mine to suck.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, but that's not
okay.
the hypothetical.
Yeah, it's either you have to
I think-
suck a clean penis or lick a dirty vagina. And I've licked dirty vagina, so I'm like, oh, whatever.
I mean, I definitely go with whichever was the cleanest.
Yeah, penis.
Because
Only if it's my friends, and then I would. I'm not going to do some stranger, bro. Okay?
Wow, dude.
Look, if it's got a gun to my head and I
you're
have to
going to
make
do a
choice,
stranger?
No, I wouldn't do a stranger. That's what I'm saying. Family and friends.
Oh. Oh, well, I feel like
This is your bonus for the year. Just
I
consider
feel
it your
like,
birthday
you-
present.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Okay.
Well, who out of the group would it have to be?
Let's not. What's the next question?
Okay. I was really going to start thinking. I was going to be like, okay. It's going to be
It's
like,
those
if I have to,
deep-seated thoughts there.
if I have to, like, who do I really?
No, just next question.
Okay, let's see.
Let's
Would
not
you,
go down that hole.
Well, I
You
mean,
would
what
not-
if it's...
well,
What
could
if
would
it's
not
I-
grab the back
hold
of
on,
my head
hold
and
on.
yank
No,
it down.
We're not
it's all
skating past
consensual.
this ball.
It's all
What is-
it's all consensual.
What is
Okay.
like? Let's go back into the amount of money. Like,
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we're talking-
you
we're
went
talking
cheap
a
as
couple
fuck,
million.
Andy. You went so cheap. Would you say like $100 for like just show some random dude your butthole?
yeah,
on
fuck
the
it.
road?
Why not?
And you said
I mean,
you'd
hey,
give him a wink back and a kiss to blow.
fucking give him a little wink, a little smooch. But I'm saying, hey, if you're sucking one of your bros' balls, I mean, of course,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not-
we'll shave and do all that cool stuff for you.
Well, that's
What if it's a
that's,
significant amount of money? They're like, Cody, we'll give you $50 million if you suck Mike's cock.
you know what? I think it's not worth it in the fact of that every
I'll let you
day
do
I'd
mine.
have to remember that.
I'm not
I
going to
did
like
that.
it. I'm not going to like it,
$50
Cody.
million.
Well,
But
think
hey,
about it. Even if he
if
doesn't
you
like
break
it either,
me off, like,
he would
10
go
million?
like, if we got in an argument, he'd go, "Bro, you sucked my balls," and I could never win any argument ever again. I'd be like, "Damn, you're right." I did.
Cody, when have I
Queer.
ever held anything against you in your whole life? I've known you for almost 15 years.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, I'm definitely just
You
saying like
you wouldn't
it's
have the
just something
luxury of
that I would
throwing it
know.
back up in somebody's face
Yeah.
again, though.
No, that's a precursor to be like, okay, we're never going to talk about this again, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, here's
Yeah.
your 10 million for letting me suck your dick.
No, no,
I'm
no,
going to
no.
go with
Here's
my
10
way with
million.
40 million.
No,
In a
no, that's
perfect-
not how it goes. You can't be like, I just want to see that happen for $10 million. It's $10 million. That's a lot of scratch.
That
so
is.
This guy's probably asking you. Once you do this, you have to tell everyone.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
man,
God.
that'd be rough. Oh, that'd be a
Well, I
rough
mean,
one,
we could
yeah.
tell. Yeah, fuck. I mean, we could tell everybody, be like, yeah, Cody sucked my dick. What of it, motherfucker? We're just experimenting.
See,
Fuck.
I almost feel like you'd have
college,
to suck.
man.
I feel like you have to suck my dick, so there's like an equal playing field.
Oh,
Am I getting $10 million or am I getting $10 million?
Yeah, I give you.
Because
Okay, if I got the
feel
$10
like
million
you guys don't know me by
if I get
now.
the $10 million, I'll give you the $5 million, and then we'll be split. You just so that there's like an equal playing field.
No. I said 50 million. Like, you're getting
Oh
50
yeah, 20,
million.
okay, you get 25 then. Okay, you got.
Oh shit, 25? I said 10. Fuck, I'm lowballing.
God, you're such a cheap. Oh,
Terrible
my God.
I'm a
negotiator.
cheap date, bro. I'm a cheap
I like
date.
that. Like I'd be like 25, and he's like 10, and I'm like, deal. Sure. All right. Cool.
Like, clearly Andy doesn't know how to barter. Okay,
Yeah.
guess I'm sucking this dick now.
Look,
All
I'm
right,
just
Andy,
saying, like,
guess
I
you're
guess
sucking
one
my
gets
dick.
off quicker than the other.
Well,
Is
I
what
mean,
that
it would
boiled down
be
to.
it would be an easy
Ooh.
text. It would be an easy text to the group. Hey, Cody and I just sucked each other's dicks. Everybody be like, queers,
I honestly,
and then
I
it's
honestly,
done.
I honestly feel like nobody would even bat an eye. They go, "Hey, did you see that new trailer for that thing?" We're like, "We just told you guys something." Okay, whatever, cool. All right,
Be like, yeah, cool.
move on.
Are we getting
90%
cool
of our
gifts now?
conversations. yeah.
Everybody be like, are we going to get a cool gift? You guys are multimillionaires.
You talk about it all the time, and then it's like you cried wolf, so nobody believe it anyway.
It's
Yeah,
almost
that's
like
true.
what would be really funny
You're
is
like,
be like, yeah, I got all these
bullshit.
gifts. I got all
Yeah.
these gifts for you guys. I got these koozies, and they got your initials on them, but they're the wrong initials.
Oh yeah, man, I totally, dude. Mike fucked me over on that because I was like, he kept saying your middle name was the fake middle name, and I was like,
No, when me and Mike would call each other Michael James. So
Yeah.
he a friend I've known for over a decade gets my initials wrong.
yeah. Well, you know what? Never really had to call you by your full name, and the only time I ever heard it was through Mike
Joking.
jokingly saying it. Yeah, it was. It was look, and I'm not going to say I'm not the
So
smartest
how
person.
far off were you on it?
Way off.
By like by the actual letter? Yeah.
Like
A lot.
5.
Yeah, it was bad. Still a great koozie though. You just honestly, I feel like yours is more special because it is such a fuck up. It's not like a standard. You got
So now it's more of a
Oh,
it's
that's
got a
okay.
story
conversation
to it,
piece.
and it's got a story to it.
It's kind of like when you get those like the Coke like can that came out of the factory that's like
Oh yeah,
mistake and it's worth like $50,000.
yeah. It's like it's better that way because it gives
Yeah.
you. But like, okay, so there's this one. Would you rather be overweight or super sensitive? I guess that means
Overweight.
emotionally sensitive.
Like emotionally or like
shit.
tip of your
Emotionally
dick or
sensitive.
something?
No, like
think
emotionally
I'm already both,
sensitive.
I think.
Yeah, me
I think
too.
I'm already both.
But like, I mean, like, so I'm
that was a
guessing that
shitty
it's
one,
like
Cody.
you can be overweight, but you can be like hard, like just like.
So
inside.
overweight according to the United States
Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah, that was a bad one, but I was just thinking that one's probably kind of easy
kind of
too.
baseline of what
I feel like
obesity
you're
is.
kind of projecting, Cody. Are you okay?
I'm not. I'm really not. No.
All right. What's
What
the next one, Cody? Next one.
Okay. Would you rather? Would you rather be caught masturbating or watching porn? That one's easy.
Caught
Well, I've been-
masturbating?
I've been caught for both of those. So
Yeah, at the same time, like, but you're like you're like looking up, setting yourself up to look at porn, and the other one is like you're just yanking.
Oh
out.
my god! I think
Yeah,
just
just yank it
watching.
out.
Speaking
feel
of
like
getting
porn-
caught, man. Speaking of getting caught,
I'm
I
gonna
had a
finish
fucking
regardless.
such a goddamn washing the other day. Like I wasn't beaten off or anything because I was in public, which
Yeah.
is
Well,
not unheard
that
of. But
doesn't-
anyway,
I was
Never
gonna
stopped
say-
you before.
Anyway, let's go. Let's move on. No, I was sitting there. I was just browsing the internet, minding my own fucking business, taking a shit. Jesus Christ! Don't go there. Let's.
Yeah. Anyway, go for it. Yeah.
Here's the
saying you
scene.
were-
I was just sitting there taking a shit, and I was scrolling through the internet, and man, just minding my own business, and I hear like at the door. I was like, "Ho!" You know, that's my tip.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
my typical thing. Like, hey man, somebody's fucking in here. Ho!
I do the fake cough like that.
No,
so they know
I
somebody-
make sure. Like, I made sure
Announce
people
yourself.
hear somebody's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, announce myself. Somebody's in here. Ho! The dude goes through a locked fucking door, opens the door, and I'm sitting there like cupping my balls with my phone in my hand. I'm like, and we make eye contact, and I was like, really, man? And he's like, oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
seems like he
"God
was really hoping
damn
for
it."
like a porn situation where like you go up and you go, "Oh, sorry," with your erect dick, and he's like, "I guess I'll stay here. I'll share the toilet." You know, blah,
leans
blah.
I
back
was like,
against the
God-
wall, crosses his
I was
arms.
like,
Yeah.
God
Can I
damn it,
help?
man.
Yeah, that seems like that was really weird. Like he was really just like, "I want to run in and just see something." I don't know.
Like, dude, it was a locked fucking door.
That is pretty hardcore that he made that much of a commitment to open the door, and you're
Yeah.
literally yelling like, "Bro, I'm in here."
I know. I was like, ho, ho. Like, I said it a couple times. I was like, ho, ho. And he was like, no.
Thundercats.
I'm going to
Ho.
check the... It was like this white guy was like, I'm going to go check and see what this serial killer's doing. And I was
Yeah.
like, ho, ho. Giving him a warning. He's like, up. I don't understand what ho means. There's definitely somebody not in here. Let me go
Yeah.
in real quick and investigate.
That's a.
And then we made eye contact. I was like, man, I'm taking a shit, dude.
Holy
like,
shit.
And I put my hand over my dick and balls, and I was like, bro, really?
Jeez. Yeah, that's
He was
that's-
like, oops, sorry. I was like, you
That's pretty-
dumb son of a bitch.
That's pretty extreme. I've had the opposite one where like someone didn't like it was supposed to be they shut the it didn't I didn't hear a sound in there. I went hello, and then nobody answered. Right, so then I was like okay, so I opened the door and this dude's just taking a mass shit, and I'm like whoa, sorry, and he's looking at me like dude, what the fuck? I'm like you didn't say shit until I opened the door. Then you're just staring at me like I just literally was gonna bust in, but it was quiet, and it was one of those long doors where like you can't see the feet. Like the whole thing's covered,
Oh,
so I
goes
can't
down
even look
close to
under
the floor.
Yeah, so I couldn't even tell, and obviously I don't want to be leaning myself underneath on the floor,
Like an
looking,
ostrich with your
yeah,
head.
like looking weird. So like,
upside down.
but I said, hey, is anybody in here? Knocked on it twice, and nobody said anything. So when I opened it, dude's taking a shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like
I
it
gave
was
you
almost
ample
like,
time.
You know, that's their fault. If they don't respond, I always respond. If somebody's
Yeah.
like, doom, 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 or like starts jiggling that. You know, what happened to knocking on a fucking door before you enter?
yeah, I always
Like,
do that.
I was like, God damn it, man. He just started jiggling the fucking door. And I said, really loud, I said it. There's no way he didn't fucking hear it. And I was
Yeah.
like,
I
really,
think
man?
He just wanted to see some penis, and he was like, well.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He was like,
maybe.
I've gone to 4 gas stations,
Yours
and
bigger
not
than mine?
one dude's been taking a shit. This is the one. It's locked. I'm getting in here.
That's his fetish.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there are people. man.
I thought maybe he was like in a big panic and just like, dude, I gotta go now. And so
Yeah.
he just tried
Like,
to
had
bust
diarrhea
open the
and
door.
he just really needed a
understood
toilet.
that, but it was like,
It's like Saving Private Ryan, where Tom,
Sorry.
or, you know, like
Like, he
Tom
just
Hanks,
had to
like,
take
he hears
piss.
the hearing of like he's just like in this PTSD moment where he's like, take a shit, and nothing. He can't hear anything. He's just getting that ring in his ear. It's like, I gotta go. I'll bust through any door. Don't give a shit.
Dude, that was like so that actually brought me up to just sparked up a thing to what happened to me the other day, to where, because this is a similar, not similar situation, but you know how like you've had the whole weekend, you haven't really done a whole lot, you know, you've gone, you know, done a couple errands that are pretty close by the house, and you know, done your things, and then, you know, cleaned up the house, but like had a pretty chill weekend, right?
Yeah.
So then the following day, say, I don't know, like I don't remember exactly what day this was, maybe Friday or Saturday, and I was like, all right, I got a bunch of shit I got to do today, so I'm going to do all my stuff. So I get everything done. I have one last one, but it's the farthest one away from the house.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, 25, maybe 30 miles away. I get there, and halfway through, while I'm there, I had this unbelievable urge to take a shit. I was like, I'm sure I could hold it, man. So then, you know, again, everything gets done. I had like a chip in my windshield. I got that done at Safe Light.
Yeah.
So I'm about to drive back home, and dude, the whole drive back home, it is just knocking on the door.
Squeezing
And
turtle.
yeah, and I'm like standing up in my seat with
Oh,
my
those are
head
the worst,
out the
dude.
sunroof, like, oh my god, like hauling ass. And
Those
of
are the
course,
worst.
you hit every
God.
fucking red light.
Speed bump.
You hit every red light. You hit every bump. You get
And you
behind.
gotta-
You get stuck behind everybody that's going like 15,
Or
20
needs to
miles
cut in.
under the speed limit.
Needs to cut in
When
front.
you're
It's
lifting
like,
off
dude-
the seat, it's bad enough. But when
Dude,
you
it's
start
like
getting sweats,
every
ass
other
cheeks
day.
sweat.
that's bad.
It's like every other
Lifting
day
up
people are
off the
driving
seats
like they're
and sweats at the same time.
Oh, dude.
Clenching.
yeah. No, I was sweating. Trust me.
Ass cheeks.
Oh,
sweats are the
God.
worst. That's
So,
when you
I mean,
know
I
you're
feel
almost
for you.
done.
Sprinted up the stairs and
Oh,
through the
I
door.
don't know how you
open.
sprinted.
I mean,
I
well,
can
clenched.
just imagine shitting down your legs going up the stairs.
No, I wasn't like making wide strides or anything.
You're just making
Okay,
very
okay.
quick, like.
I was shuffling my feet like Marvin the Martian.
Oh yeah.
It was
Just
like
trying to make it in.
yeah.
Okay.
Short, quick strides.
Oh, dude. That,
But yeah, I mean, I made it. But it's like, why does
Like,
that always happen?
when you
you're the
barely
farthest
get your
away from
pants
home-
below your butt cheeks and you're already like
look,
shooting out like a water hose.
I told
Yes.
you there's a GP. It's like almost like an internal GPS in your body that has conditioned yourself to know when toilet. You hit visually when you see toilet, your body goes, "Oh, relax now, we're here."
Yeah.
And if you don't make it within that quick seconds, it's just like we've already released the gate, man. It's going. Like
I mean,
we've already started procedures.
exactly.
We turned the keys, the missiles
It
off,
is-
man.
It is.
Sorry.
It is a miracle that you don't shit on your belt line as often as you do.
Oh, but that's the quickest draw that I've
That's what
ever
I'm saying.
done. Is the
You
pants
gotta
drop
rip
down?
'em off.
Is the quickest I've ever moved my hands in my entire life. Just you got to put that shit down real quick, and
Yep.
then slam your butt onto that fucking toilet seat.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's fucking like like I've had so many times where like even with peeing because like I was drinking just tons of water because it's hot, you know, and I'm drinking all this water, but I'm stuck in traffic, so I'm getting on the home and I'm like, I could stop by, you know, take a bathroom break at this gas station, but I was like, I'll just wait till I get home. And as soon as I get to like the exit on our road to go into the neighborhood, that's when like I'm doing the
The shit
okay,
jiggles.
Like,
yeah, and I'm
pinching
literally
the
looking
tip of your
and honestly,
pinching the
there's
tip
been-
as hard as you can.
Dude, there's been so
it hurts, and you're
there's
like,
been twice that I've like I went and got like a because I usually have these giant water bottles or whatever. And I just pee. And I'm trying so hard to just like I'm driving with my knee trying to pee down the
Oh,
last
my
street because
God.
I'm like I can't make it. I'm going to piss my pants. Like there's nothing I can do about this. It has to happen now because I can't open that gate, funnel with my keys, get into the house. You know, like I can't like run down the hall, get in the back. Yeah, there's not enough time for that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, or I can just pee right in the front yard, which I have done one time. And like some lady and her dog were walking, and I was like, you could definitely hear.
Evening.
You could definitely hear my pee because it was hitting hard enough because it was hitting the board, and it was like, you know, because I had and I was right in front of the gate, right by the door, like so, you know, like when she's walking by, I could tell. Like I was like, definitely sees just a dude just sitting there like.
Oh, just watering the flowers.
Yeah, I was watering nothing except for a board on the gate. I was like, and then the worst thing is too is also like my dog will be like sit in the front and he'll just stare at me and he's like, "You got?" I'm like, "I'm just peeing. Stop looking at me. Like I just have to go right now." And he's like, "He's like, why are you pissing right on the gate?" I'm like, "I have to."
He's like, is that it?
Oh, dude. Yeah, he's like, pathetic. Disgusting. You call yourself my master. You're yeah.
All right, guys. Let's take one more break, and then we will do the Amazon review. Then we can do the what is it? The clips or the audiobooks with strange accents. Yeah.
Yas.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to the Pull It Back podcast. So to end this show, of course, we're going to do, like we said last episode, that we were going to do some funny Amazon reviews and, of course, read some audiobooks in strange accents that would ruin said books. So we're going to do a Amazon review, and I found this one. It was for a banana slicer. It's a Hutzler 571 banana slicer.
It's a hustler or a
Hutzler, Hutzler.
Hustler's branching out.
And
Sounds like a major household appliance.
I know it's not like, but it's in the shape of a banana. You put a banana in it.
Yeah.
It's just got a bunch of cuts in it. So
like the Apple one.
yeah, kind of. But
Yeah.
this one's a banana.
That's so weird.
It just looks ridiculous. Now the funny part about this is that the Amazon review, the title starts, "Saved my marriage."
Oh God, was this the Lorena edition or something?
No, Lorena Bobbitt.
No.
Shit.
Oh shit! All right, so it says, "What can I say about the 571B banana slicer that hasn't already been said about the wheel, penicillin, or the iPhone?
Jesus.
This is one of the greatest inventions of all time. My husband and I would agree constantly over who had to cut the day's banana slices.
Disagree. Or argue.
It's one of those chores no one wants to do." You know, the old, "I spent the entire day rearing our children. Maybe you can pitch in a little bit and cut these damn bananas." And of course, you think I have the energy to slave over a damn banana? I work 12-hour shift just to come home to this? These are the things that can destroy an entire relationship. It got to the point where our children could sense the tension. The minute I heard our 6-year-old girl in her bedroom reenacting our daily banana fight with her Barbie dolls, I knew we had to make a change.
Oh my
That's
word!
Banana fight.
That's when I found the 571B banana slicer. Our marriage has never been healthier, and we've even incorporated it into our lovemaking. Thanks,
Oh, God,
571B
you're sick.
banana slicer.
Sweet Lord!
Jesus Christ.
I bet you that company is like ecstatic.
Incorporated
They're
it
like,
into our
wow, we saved the
lovemaking.
marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
All right. So I have one more Amazon review.
Okay.
Before we go to the story time. This one is for a Bic ballpoint pen for her. Yes,
Oh,
this is
it's-
real.
For her.
It's a Bic for her. This is a real thing. It's like pink and purple.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna have an extra text. Right?
It says for her on the packaging from Bic. So, it says great product, 5 stars. My husband has never allowed me to write as he doesn't want me to touching men's pens. However, when I saw this product, I decided to buy it using my pocket money, and so far it has been fabulous. Once I had learned to write, the feminine color on the grip size, which was more suited to my delicate little hands, has enabled me to vent thoughts about new recipe ideas, sewing, and gardening. My husband is less pleased with this product as he believes it will lead to more independence, and he hates the feminine tingling sensation, along with the visions of fairies and rainbows he gets whenever he picks it up.
Oh my God!
That's a great one.
You know, I used to fuck with Chelsea, like, about her body wash. Like, sometimes we take a shower together. Don't get too hot, gentlemen.
Oh.
But, like, every once in a while, you know, she'd hog the water, of course, because that's what wives do.
Yeah.
And she'd be washing herself with her little pomegranate scented body wash and be like, don't get that shit on me. I'm going to sprout little vaginas everywhere.
I've used it before being at a girl's house, and I'm like, I gotta wash up real quick, and I just use
It's the
their.
only choice I have.
Yeah, I was like, I'll use the apple teeny bullshit, whatever you got in there.
Oh, yeah. I use my wife's body wash all the time.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do.
Coconut.
I wash my beard sometimes with it.
Oh, it makes a beard super soft.
It does.
I'm just envisioning
milk
this
and oil.
pen being something like along the lines of like Lisa Frank.
Okay.
You know, like the hot pink and rainbows
No, it is. It's pink
with
and
the
purple.
with the unicorns and butterflies
yeah,
back
yeah,
from
yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jesus,
that's right.
Lisa.
15, 20 years ago.
Yeah,
They'll have the white.
Trapper
They'll
keeper.
have the white tiger with the
Yes,
window behind it.
Yeah,
yes.
the folders or whatever. Yeah.
Trapper keepers. Jesus.
Throw it back. Now they got iPads. Yeah, we had
Anyway.
Trapper keepers.
That's hilarious.
You got any more Amazon reviews there?
If y'all want,
Yeah,
I got
you
quite a
got-
few.
Let's go.
You got-
Let's go a couple more.
All right, let me hang on. Let me pull these back up then.
Nice.
What?
Believe it.
Big Pen. Let's see. We have Swiss Army Knife Giant, which is hilarious. Blue Amazon Kindle. Trying to find one that maybe I haven't read yet. Oh, here's another Haribo one.
Go with the hairy one. Let's see.
All right, this one's pretty long, so we'll just do this one, then we'll move on. All right, so this is the Haribo sugar-free gummy bear 5-pound bag.
Oh, okay.
1 star, and the title is "Just Don't Unless It's a Gift for Someone You Hate." All right, it says, "Oh man, words cannot express what happened to me after eating these. The gummy bear cleanse if you are someone that you can tolerate the sugar substitute. Enjoy. If you are liking, or excuse me, sorry, the words are really small. If you are like the dozens of people that tried my order, run. First of all, for taste, I would rate these as a 5. So good. Soft, true to taste, fruit flavors like the sugary variety. I was a happy camper. But, or should I say but, with 2 T's. Not long after eating about 20 of these, all hell broke loose. I had a gastrointestinal experience like nothing I've ever imagined. Cramps, sweating, bloating, beyond my worst nightmare. I've had food poisoning from some bad shellfish, and that was almost like a skip in the park compared to what was going on inside me. Then came the flatulence. Heavens to Murgatroyd.
That's a fucking Jesus.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Marvin
The
the
sounds. The sounds like trumpets calling the demons back to hell. The stench, like 1,000 rotten corpses vomited. I couldn't stand to stay in one room for fear of succumbing to my own odors. But wait, there's more. What came out of me felt like someone tried to funnel Niagara Falls through a coffee straw. I swear my sphincters were screaming. It felt like my delicate starfish was a gaping maw.
Starfish.
It felt like my delicate starfish was a gaping maw, projectile vomiting a torrential flood of toxic waste.
Oh my god.
100% liquid. Flammable liquid. Napalm, if you will.
Jesus.
It was actually a bit humorous for a nanosecond, as it was just beyond anything I could imagine possible. And it went on for hours.
Jesus Christ.
I felt violated when it was over, which I think might have been sometime in the early morning of the next day.
Oh my god.
There was some stuff coming out of me that I had ate at my wedding in 2005.
Oh my God.
I had 5 pounds of these innocent-looking, delicious-tasting hell bears, so I told a friend about what happened to me, thinking it had to be some type of sensitivity I had to the sugar substitute, and in spite of my warnings and graphic descriptions, she decided to take her chances and take them off my hands. Silly woman. All of the same for her, and a phone call from her while on the toilet because you kind of end up living in the bathroom for a spell. Telling me she really wished she would have listened. I think she was crying. Her sister was skeptical and suspected that we were exaggerating. She took them to work since there was still 99% of the 5-pound bag left. She works for a construction company where there are builders, roofers, house painters, landscapers, etc. Lots of people who generally have limited access to toilets on a given day. I can't imagine where all of those poor men and women pooped that day. I keep envisioning men on roofs crossing their legs and trying to decide if they can make it down the ladder or if they should just jump. If you order these, best of luck to you, and please don't post a video review during the aftershocks. P.S. When I ordered these, the warnings and disclaimers and legalities were not posted. I'm not a moron. Also, not sure why so many people assume I'm a man. I am a woman. We poop too. Of course, our poop sparkles and smells like a walk in the meadows of wildflowers. Thanks for all the great comments. I've been enjoying reading them and so glad that the horror show I experienced from snacking on these has at least made some people smile.
Jesus.
So good. So they were the sugar-free. I mean, the
Yes.
the sugar-free.
Yeah, these are the
like
sugar-free
that.
gummy bears, yeah.
I
Like
say
the
I
Maltitol.
say we need to do the sugar-free Haribo gummy bear challenge.
Oh,
I'm
A
putting it out
handful
there.
of them, like a cup.
There was Tide Pods. What was the? I don't know what the fucking next challenge. Haribo gummy bears, sugar-free. Everybody buy a 5-pound bag off Amazon. And
Why do we
let's-
each need a 5-pound bag?
yeah. You could probably
Why
show
not,
up for
though?
30
We
people.
could
Just a
probably
cup.
split it between all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 pounds is a lot.
Well, I mean, it's not like we
gummy
can reach
bears.
next door and say, "Hey, can I borrow some gummy bears?" So we're gonna
Well,
have
you
to
can
all
buy
get
them
our
in
own
smaller
bag.
bags.
Now, fucking 5 pounds, man.
All right.
That's it.
I'm
Go
gonna buy
home.
them.
Go
I'm
big
gonna
or
do
go
it.
home, I guess.
I'm gonna do it. Well, it's got to be a weekend, clearly.
I saw this one. I found an Amazon one real quick. It was the one that's Veet for Men hair removal gel cream.
Oh,
Been there,
no.
done that.
Yeah, it says, okay, this is from Dennis. Good product. 5 stars.
Of course, it's Dennis.
Makes my fart sound louder. The hair must have acted as an interlocking silencer. I give this 2 big thumbs up.
Well, I'm sure Dennis experienced some extreme pain.
No,
while
this
he
is
was doing
Veet.
that.
It's not Nair.
Oh, well, I'm
This
sure
is
it's the
Veet,
same
which-
shit.
No, Veet has been known to be a lot less severe than Nair.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm here to tell you that Nair will singe your ass muscle if you put it on your butt. Just
Sensitive skin.
word of caution. Just
Oh,
saying.
Did you know that the tissue that's around your lips that creates your lips is also what's around your butthole? It's the same.
Oh, so you
tissue.
can test it around your lips, and you'd be like, "All right, that's not something you want to put on your butthole."
So that's
Yeah.
why you can. Oh,
And also the feeling of like the what you have in your mouth, like the walls of your
Cheek?
mouth, cheek, and inside your cheek, that's the same consistency as vagina walls.
huh.
Yeah,
I learned something today.
I know.
Of course, Cody would know that.
All right, so we'll move on to the story mode. I have one last Amazon review. It's just real quick. It says the Wolf of Wall Street. It just says there were no wolves in this movie. 1 star.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Dude. I literally had that up.
Yeah.
I love that one.
All
That
right.
was a great one.
Okay, so you said you had a book that you are basically we're taking this end segment here where we find books, specifically audiobooks that would have been ruined by a specific accent, and you said you had found a book, Andy.
Okay, so I'm sure all of us had read this in high school English. It's a very famous book written by John Steinbeck. It's called Of Mice and Men.
Oh yeah.
It's
They read it.
it's it's a kind of a mentally handicapped man and his handler, so to speak, I guess.
Yeah, caretaker.
So
Caretaker.
yeah, caretaker. It's Lenny and the other guy. I can't remember his name.
Lenny's the tard. And,
Lenny. Jesus Christ!
Wow.
he's
Wow. Lenny
deeply
is
Southern.
Lenny is the mentally handicapped individual.
Oh yeah,
and
sorry.
I can't remember his handle. I think his name is. I can't remember his name.
Let's say it's Billy. William?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Willie.
George.
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 That's right.
George.
and Lenny.
Jorge. Yeah, because this is takes place in like the South, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
they-
it's in the South. It's in the South. There's
deeply
a
Southern
twang.
accents.
Deeply Southern accents. So last week we read. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, last week we read
50
Shades of Grey
Ah.
in a
in a
Southern
deep Southern
accent.
accent.
So this
I
week
didn't hear
we're
that
going to
one.
read Of Mice and Men in a Russian accent.
Very nice.
Cool.
All right, so I got some quotes here from the book that are some of the most famous quotes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I got you to look after me. and you got me to look after you. And that's why. That's one. I guess.
That sounds like some old
It's
ad.
happened sometimes. A moment settled and hovered and remained for much more than a moment. And sound stopped and movement stopped for much, much more than a moment.
I'm just gonna let you know that I like this version way better. I already want Russian
I
version.
think it's been improved. The part that makes it funny is like there's some parts where they have like in the book the parts that are written it says
Yeah.
like ain't
Yeah.
or it'll say like y'all or have like nothing and it
Yeah.
won't have the G at the end. So like
Yeah.
picturing that in a Russian
Nothing.
accent makes it kind of funny.
So
Nothing.
here's a good one. Here's a good example of that.
Yeah.
A guy needs nobody to be near him. A guy goes nuts if he ain't got nobody. Don't make no difference who the guy is. Long he's with you. I tell ya. A guy gets too lonely and he gets sick. Guy
I like the
don't need no
monotone.
sense to be a nice fella. Seems to me sometimes it just works the other way round. Take a real smart guy, and he ain't hardly ever nice fella.
It's so weird because it sounds. It just puts me in a whole nother place. Like I don't think South anymore. I'm thinking like cold ass Russia. Like he's saying these things and like. Some
I like the-
fucking-
I
He's
like
like
the monotone,
north of
like-
the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I see the guy like just seriously just like a Russian dude just reading the book with no expression on his face. He's just doing it to do it.
And he's
Now
just
go to sleep, little children.
Let's take shot of vodka and we go to sleep, children.
We go to sleep. Or
So
the
here's
boogeyman will
here's
kill you.
here's a good one. It's like super southern. We could live off of the fat of the land. I can still tend the rabbits, George. I didn't mean no harm, George.
The pause.
Here's a really long one. In every bit of honest writing in the world, there is a base theme. Try to understand men. If you understand each other, you will be kind to each other. Knowing a man well never leads to hate, and nearly always leads to love. There are shorter means, many of them. There is writing, promoting social change, writing punishing injustice, writing in celebration of heroism, but always that base theme. Try to understand each other.
That
My
sounds
God.
so.
That's
Sounds so-
profound.
It sounds fitting though.
It sounds stoic when it
Yeah.
comes from a.
Russian. It sounds like some. Like some. Like Rusty said, it was like some from north of the wall.
It sounds almost like.
Yeah.
It sounds almost like you would trust that guy to never retreat.
He's like street smart. Like he's smart enough. He'll let you survive. If you stay with him, you'll survive the winter.
Even though everybody knows you won't, you just got to keep pressing forward
Yeah.
because you can't retreat.
Yeah. If you die,
Man, that's
you
good.
die.
That was a World War II joke. Was that too soon?
Okay.
Yeah. It is. It's offensive.
Too soon. Little too soon. Okay, here's kind of a country one.
Okay.
George's voice became deeper. He repeated his words rhythmically as though he had said them many times before. Guys like us that work on ranches are the loneliest guys in the world. They got no family. They don't belong no place. They come to a ranch and work up a stake, and the first thing you know, they are pounding their tail on some rather ranch. They ain't got no nothing to look ahead to. Finn.
Finn, I love it, dude. That's so good, man.
Sven.
I want to listen to a whole audiobook with you just narrating it. If you could record it, I would listen to it all day, and you in a Russian accent. Not even joking.
I don't know. I think it kind of sounds like if you listen to that whole book with a Russian accent,
Yeah.
two things would happen.
It changes the whole.
Once you finish the book, you would then have a Russian accent somehow.
Yeah.
And then I think number 2, you'd probably be stripped of all your emotions.
Yeah. Make you cold.
Yeah, and you were like, I don't remember anything from that book.
You know, I really thought about it. Like, I can do quite a few accents, pretty decent. I'm sure I'm not as good as a lot of people, but I really want to be a voiceover actor for like Audible. So
I
it's like
honestly,
reading
dude,
books.
I swear to God, like
That's what I'm saying.
Your Russian English accent or whatever it is, I guess it'd be, is pretty spot. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think if I didn't know that was you, like if I just heard some guy going, "Good morning, sir. I would like to talk to you about your, blah blah blah." You like tell me like some kind of thing. I'd be like, "Who the fuck from Russia is calling me?"
Excuse me, sir. I have one question for you. Would you like to try out this lotion? It's from Dead Sea.
I thought you were going to come in there
That's the
going,
guy from the mall.
"Would you like to try this application called Face App?"
Excuse me,
you
sir.
old.
Have you seen the new application on my iPhones? It's called Face App. You can look at yourself and you can make yourself older. You can take pictures of your balls. It is
blonde
very
hair on
good.
them.
I assure you, no Russian state secrets will be held.
It's like, in Soviet Russia, Face App, you.
No, that's good, man. That's pretty good though.
We'll figure out some
Yeah.
more. It's just like I said that I accidentally stumbled across that when I was I don't remember what website I was surfing on, but it was like, I saw 50 Shades of Grey and I was like, what would it be like if it was written in a Southern accent? So we're gonna keep doing
That
it.
that
It's
was
fun.
that was fucking hilarious.
You gotta
it
you
still
gotta do some
rattles around in my mind.
You gotta go with more I think it'd be funny for like more fantasy stuff, like things that are like sci-fi or
Yeah, we did Lord of the Rings in a Southern accent.
Yeah, doing a Southern accent, doing a Russian accent, and like a Middle Earth.
Yeah.
It's just
we
weird.
kind of
Come for the
touched on that
dragon.
last week.
Yeah.
It was like, Gandalf, you shall not pass.
You shall know.
Fly, ye fool.
That's my
Or a
favorite part of
Boston
the
accent?
whole series.
A Boston accent for like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you shall not
The-
pass. Your car, get in the car. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, you will not pass, you fools.
It's a wicked, crazy
Gotta
hot
get
in here.
the beers for the beer party.
I'll just say that we're gonna keep doing this for sure because it's fun.
That's good.
If the listeners don't like it, they can just go fuck themselves. I'm just kidding.
And there goes the remaining.
No, I'm
three.
serious.
It brings joy to my heart to hear like literary works of art, like of mice and men, just
destroyed
just crushed.
by two just idiots with microphones. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you all for listening to the podcast. Thank you for joining us, Cody. Thank you
Yep.
for joining us, Rusty. And
Thanks.
we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Later.